Definitely some major funkiness on that center cap. Never in my life have I seen a center cap that looks like that. Let's see how hard it is or easy it is to get out. Oh man, that is brutal. I'm gonna need a tool. All right, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at 4 brand new puzzles from DianSheng. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so I will review the features of each of these one by one, but before I do, I just want to say, by way of setting the stage, DianSheng is an old school puzzle manufacturer. They have not yet, until now, ventured into the world of magnetic speed cubes. So this is exciting for a lot of puzzlers, No one says puzzlers, come on, Chris. For a lot of cubers, right? This is going to be fun for a lot of folks just to have a new manufacturer in the game. So quickly to cover price, you could get the lot for $40, so $10 a puzzle on average when it's all said and done. Right now though, they're on sale for $35, and if you use the discount code CuberChris, they're even cheaper. But if you wanted to buy them individually, it's going to be $8, $7, $12, $13. So in the world of magnetic puzzles, all of those are definitely on the lower end. An $8 2x2, a $7 magnetic 3x3, a $12 magnetic 4x4, and a $13 magnetic 5x5. Those are all great prices. So from a price perspective, they're definitely very competitive. All right, let's look at shades really quick. I assume they're all going to have similar shades across the board. There's what the blues look like. Let's get these situated. That's what the oranges look like. And the yellows. Yep. Let's take a look at the greens. And what haven't we done? The reds and then the whites. Very nice. All right, so let's just go ahead and go over the size real quick. The 2x2 is 50 millimeters. The 3x3 is 55.5. The 4x4 is 60. And the 5x5 is 61. So the 4 and 5 are very close in size. In terms of weight, you're looking at 67 grams, about 68 grams, 110 and 120, right in those neighborhoods. All right, so let's take a look at the 2x2. Getting inside this box, you've got a black screwdriver, and then, as always, that's it, yep. As always, the fancy instruction booklet. I'm not gonna show this for the other puzzles. Each one of them has this, as well as the screwdriver. Kind of cool to get a screwdriver with a budget puzzle, and actually kind of nice to get a little stand with a budget puzzle as well. Not too sad about that at all. All right, let's get to the puzzle. The magnetic strength is definitely on the weaker side. The plastic feels extremely thin. I can't remember a time turning a puzzle where the plastic felt thinner. It's got an interesting design on the inside of the tracks there. Tracks is not the right word, but the inside of those pieces. Interesting logo. It's scratchy and dry out of the box. Definitely needs to be lubricated, but it's actually decent. It's a little tight. It's not even going to corner cut basically beyond half of one piece. There we go. Taking a substantial amount of effort though. I feel like I'm going to break it. All right, so initial impressions on the 2x2. I think it's fair performance for the price. It's not amazing, doesn't feel like a flagship, but it's not a flagship price, so fair puzzle. Definitely some major funkiness on that center cap. Never in my life have I seen a center cap that looks like that. Let's see how hard it is or easy it is to get out. Oh man, that is brutal. I'm gonna need a tool. Let's go ahead and feel the puzzle. Extremely scratchy out of the box, but actually a very light and airy turning. Corner cutting easily 45 degrees. Not as easily on the reverse. It doesn't want to go line to line, but just before that is fine. The plastic has the same feel as the 2x2, and by that I just mean it feels incredibly thin. Now there's a bump right there inside that circle. I don't know if you're able to see. Right there, there's one, and there's one on the blue side. It actually sticks up right there. Let's get the tip of my knife and touch it. That and that. And I don't know if that's supposed to be part of the design. It feels like flashing to the finger. It feels like an imperfection in the design. Either an imperfection in the design or an execution of the mold. Let me feel another corner piece. It felt very rough, and it feels like that's going to cause unnecessary friction. That might be where this scratchiness is coming from. Yeah, it's definitely on this piece also. You can see it right there pretty well with the white. That little, the eye of that piece of the center right there sticks out and is rough and scratchy. It feels like it needs to be sanded down with sandpaper. So that's unique. That's something the lube is going to help with some, but this is I would guess because of that bump in there, breaking in this puzzle will actually matter a lot more than for your average puzzle, because those will probably smooth down somewhat in time. This has a very unique feel for me. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of the Sheng Rent from Fengshi. It has the same, now mine, I only have one of those puzzles and it's not magnetic. So I'm comparing a puzzle with magnets to one without. But that puzzle had a very scratchy and hollow feel. And this definitely has that same feel. Let's go ahead and do a solve. What do we got? Do blue, orange, and then red, blue. We got one last pair. Where are you? I'm lost here. Oh man, I'm turned around like a madman. 27 rotations later. Easy OLL, and then G-perm. Whoops. Really rough turning there. So I'm getting some weird catches. Let's go ahead and do one more solve. The puzzle has a very unique feel. Just the actual characteristics of the way the plastic interacts. It's scratchy, but also hollow and light. And it might just be too fast for me with the light magnets. I might need to slow this puzzle down with a heavier lube. But yeah, let's go ahead and do one more solve. So initial impressions on this puzzle, adequate corner cutting, though it takes more effort than I would like, so a little tight, probably need to loosen the settings. Center caps are kind of awkward. I don't see the purpose for them, though they look kind of cool. I guess they're different, and I like something new on a puzzle. The shades are good, no complaints there. Incredibly light and airy and papery, scratchy feel to the turning. And it definitely needs lubricant. Let's take a look at the 4x4. So this puzzle maintains the same plastic feel that the 2x2 and the 3x3 had, which is very scratchy, light, hollow. You can almost tell just by turning the pieces that it's a very thin plastic. The magnet strength is definitely on the weaker side here for the outer layers, and a little stronger. Yeah, it's quite a bit stronger for the center layers, so an imbalance between magnet strength from the outer layers and inner layers, if that matters to you. Now, I've been used to solving on, that was really rough. I've been used to solving on the MGC or, you know, mixing in the Z-Long, which are both really nice puzzles. And so I think it's safe to say for me, this is not on par with those, but remembering that it's $12, I think it's a fair option. I was just getting catches on an R and then R prime. Check the magnetic strength. Yeah, just like the 4x4, definitely stronger magnets on the inner layers. I would not say it has strong magnetic strength though. Just initial impressions, this is my least favorite of the 4 puzzles so far. I have the Sheng Cloud by way of budget 5x5s, non-magnetic, and then the Z-Long Mini and the YJ MGC. Obviously the MGC is amazing, the Z-Long Mini is really good, and the Sheng Cloud is good for its money. This though, only being $13 and magnetic, is probably going to be a fantastic option if you're really looking for something in the budget range. I would need to go ahead and break it in and do some solves on it to give you a little bit more than that, but that's my initial impressions. You know, as I've played with the 5x5 a little bit more, it's growing on me. It's not my favorite 5x5, but it's definitely adequate performance for $13. I want to talk about the sticker placement on the 5x5. On a 3x3, you have one center. Therefore, that's where the logo goes. On a 2x2, there is no center, so we get it. You just kind of choose one of the 4 white sides and you put your logo. Acceptable. On the 4x4, there's 4 centers, right? 4 pieces that make up the center, and there's no dead center, so you have to, again, choose one of those similar to what you did on the 2x2. On the 5x5, however, an odd-numbered puzzle, just like the 3x3, there is a center cap that's fixed and never moves. Why in the world did you guys make this choice? It's bizarre. This is going to move all over the place when it very well could have just stayed fixed like on a 3x3. I hope that gets fixed for the second go around. I'm so OCD that I may just peel that off and put it on myself, but that's a really weird choice. All right, so in conclusion, for $40, well, for right now, $35 plus a sweet discount with CuberChris, man, these puzzles seem to be totally up to speed for me. They're good budget puzzles with adequate performance. The shades are nice, the corner cutting is fine. They're gonna require some setup, tightening or loosening. You know, lubes obviously are gonna help, but even right out of the box, your performance is gonna be good. And for that price, to be able to get into 2x2 through 5x5 with magnets, I think it just speaks volumes to how far cubing technology and manufacturing has come in the last few years. So I tip my hat to DianSheng, even if they've done a little bit of knockoff in the packaging process, in the stands, possibly in the piece design a little bit. I just like to see more competition in the space of in-by-in magnetic puzzles, especially in the budget realm, because they're just getting so good. And we've moved so far that having new manufacturers enter this space to compete only helps us as cubers be more likely to continue to get high quality at a low price, which we all love. So thank you to DianSheng. Pick these up if you're interested. Feel free to leave any comments below for questions you might have. And for now, signing out. We'll see you guys next time.